Mexican train dominoes, and I guess I just kind of put it off because I had a lot of role plays that I wanted to be posting, but I did get a lot of requests for this, so I wanted to show you guys how to play this game that I really like. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go over the pieces, the game board, the game pieces, the gameplay, everything like that. And I also want to mention that I have a exciting new update. I feel like I'm an official YouTuber now, announcing that I have an exciting update, but I have an exciting update coming up in the next week. So, like, by the next time I post. Yeah, so be on the lookout for my next video. And enjoy. Okay, so this is my set, my box right here of my Mexican train dominoes that I got for Christmas. So let's just open it up. And so inside, I'm going to show you what comes inside the game. I'm going to tell you how to use it, and I'm also going to tell you, I'm going to go through some gameplay and actually go through a game with you guys. So, in here is all the dominoes, the little trains, the different color trains. So here's the trains. They come in all these colors here. So I'm just going to take them out and show them to you. So there is red, brown, purple, green. There's white and pink. And there is blue and yellow. So that's, you have quite the option of colors, and you can play with quite a few people. Yeah, there's yellow, blue, and orange. I forgot to mention orange. So next is the little track, I guess. I don't know what it's called, but this is where you start the dominoes. In the center, you put the starting domino, and I'll show you what that means in a second. But basically, that's how you arrange it. It's not necessary to the gameplay, but it just makes it more organized. Then we have the score sheet with and then there's a instruction manual for a bunch of different games that you can play. There's solitaire dominoes, different gameplay. I'm just gonna be showing you one version today, but usually in your set it'll have one of these to show you all the different types of games you can play. So you'll also need a pen to keep score, but you won't need to keep score till the end of each round, so you don't have to constantly keep score. So I'll just move these aside, move everything aside, so I can show you the actual dominoes. So these are what the dominoes look like. They come in a variety of colors. 12. There's 12 like colors, because the highest number they go up to is 12, and each number is a corresponding color. So as you can see, like the 3 dots, that's red. The blank is blank, obviously. The gray is 4 dots. Purple is 9 dots, etc. So these are just examples of the different dominoes, the combinations. Right here. These are just some of them. I'm just gonna make them arranged nicer. So, okay, I'm gonna clean them up right now, and then I'm gonna show you how to they all start with, it doesn't matter what's on the other side, but basically you have to start with something that has a 0 on one side, and you put that on connecting to the initial 0, 0, 1. And then next, you have to play something that matches the opposite side. So as you can see here, it's a 9, I think. So you have to put that next to the 9. Yeah. So that is the first move. So then there's ones that have double, and the double one, you do what's called a chicken's foot, where you put it like how I just placed it right there. And then on the same turn, what you have to do is you have to have another one with that same color. So in this case, it's a single blue dot. You have to, when you play that double, when you play the chicken's foot, you have to have at least another blue to play, like I just played. And then off of that, on your next turn, you can play off of that tile like that. You can play on the one you played, or you can play off of the chicken's foot with another blue dot, if that makes sense. So then you can play off that, and then off of the chicken's foot you can play 3 more tiles. So you have the initial one, yeah, so right here you can see what that would look like. There's 3 different routes you can play, which is a good strategy to play off of. So here I have a possible setup you could have. As you can see, these are your tiles, your hypothetical tiles. So there's nothing I can play, so I have to draw. And in this case, I drew something that I can play. That's good. That's my turn. But let's say I didn't draw something I could play. Let's say I had nothing to play, but I drew something I couldn't play. Well, what I do is I keep that tile, and then the trains from the beginning, whatever color you picked, you put that on your track, wherever you want, on your train. And what that does is that makes it so other people can play on their track and your own. So if they have tiles they can't get rid of on their track, they can play them on your track now. As long as you can't play on yours, as long as your train is up, other people can play on your track. And then each turn, you draw 1 tile until you can play and put your train back down. So we play 13 rounds, and basically the goal of each round is to have as few points as possible. So the ones that you want to get rid of are the ones with high point values, like this one. So it's like golf. You're trying to not have a high score at the end. Basically, each round ends when one player runs out of dominoes, and then everyone else adds up their score and puts it on the score sheet for each round. And then after each round, you then go the next double up. So in this case, it would be the 2 blue dots. And then you would play the same way, just starting with blue dots, if that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you just what a round looks like. It's going to go super quick because I did time lapse, but you'll basically see what the game is going to play out to look like. And I might have made a few mistakes in this video because I was playing against myself, but hopefully you'll see kind of how it'll turn out. So I'm just going to flip all of them up so you can see each person's tiles. We're playing with pink and yellow and blue, and just taking turns. I think I started with pink. You can see how the tracks end up looking. You can see how the chicken foot looks on the track. And this is kind of just like what it'll end up looking like, so you know you're playing it right. You can see the trains go up and down too. And if at any point you want to pause and kind of see it, like why I do what I do. But yeah, so then blue actually ends up winning. Sorry to spoil it. But as the tiles run down, blue plays strategically, playing on other tracks and their own. And as you can see right now, blue ended up winning. I forgot to mention when I did the time lapse that you have to count up the tiles at the end. I kind of just cleaned them up really quickly. So I did mention it earlier in the video, but if it was construction